We couldn't have gotten a more perfect night.
Yeah, to get eaten alive by bugs.
Well, even so, the weather is perfect, the fire is warm, a few mosquitoes can't get us down.
Yeah, but my boredom can.
Hey bitches, I got marshmallows!
Yes!
Yeah. But there's a catch. You must tell me your scariest ghost story.
Come on, just hand them over.
No story, no sugary horse hooves.
Ugh, you're making me not even want one.
Alright, who's first?
Fine, I will. It takes place in a creepy house in the woods where a killer clown hides.
A killer clown? That's so 2016.
Clowns don't earn you marshmallows.
Fine. This story isn't about a killer clown. It's about killer chef.
I'm interested. Go on.
And this killer chef, he lives in that creepy house where he runs a very unusual pop-up restaurant where he specializes in soup.
Soup?
Ooh, so scary.
Well, it's not just any soup. It's made from human faces.
What? Why the faces? That seems like the worst body part to cook with.
Would you all stop interrupting and let me get on with the story? His pop-up soup kitchen was a major success. Everyone who tried his soup fell in love. The chef had a massive line every day.
This isn't that bad.
The town loved the soup.
Sorry, I know you said no interrupting, but what kind of soup is it?
I don't know, matzo ball or something?
Damn Jews.
Okay. Continuing on. They didn't seem to care what it would eventually cost them. The town praised the soup chef until one fateful day, the chef ran out of his prized ingredient.
The faces?
Excuse me, but at what point did I say his prized ingredient were faces? Anyway, he closed up shop and turned the town away. Devastated, one loyal customer snuck into his house in the middle of the night. She was desperate for one last taste. She saw a large pot on the stove and her mouth watered. She slowly and carefully tiptoed to the pot. He grabbed her hair and shoved her face into the boiling hot soup. She couldn't scream. She couldn't do anything except feel the burning pain against her face. She was unconscious, the perfect state for facial reconstruction. He grabbed his scalpel and carefully pulled her skin from her skull to keep it intact. He then harvested his secret ingredient, her fingers. The girl was miraculously still alive and came to when she was tied to a chair, faceless, fingerless, sitting across from a bowl of soup she would never be able to eat again. Was it worth it, little girl?
That's it?
Yup, now give me a mallow before I cut off your face.
A little soon, don't you think?
Well, I can do better than that.
Oh yeah? The pretty femme one is gonna show us how it's done?
So you think I'm pretty?
Alright, come on, let's hear it.
There once was an eccentric young collector. Her prized possession? A one-of-a-kind 1956 dune buggy. She was obsessed with it and drove it almost every day. She would say things like, "You'll never feel more free than when you're behind the wheel of this thing." She was driving it so much that it was making her husband furious.
Where do you go off to every morning?
What? Nowhere. I just go for a drive, she said.
I don't buy that shit for a second. What's his name?
What? There's not another man if that's what you think.
Bullshit. Do you think I'm stupid?
No, of course not. I just like the fresh air.
Open a goddamn window. If I ever see you go out there again, there will be consequences.
He growled, but she was stubborn, and the next morning she went on another drive. The weather was perfect and she felt great with the wind in her hair until she came back. Years went by, and the garage stayed shut. Her husband was long gone by the time two curious teenagers showed up. They were curious about this rumored abandoned collection and wanted to sell her items. They broke into the garage.
Yo, a dune buggy! Let's jump in and take it for a spin. This thing still runs! Yeah! Woo!
The two girls drove the car out of the garage and down the street, but they didn't make it very far when the dune buggy swerved off the road and launched itself into the water. And just like that, the girls and the collector's prized possession were gone. That is, until the police investigated the scene looking for the missing girls. The garage reeked of death, but was confirmed to be all clear. Nothing but a hoarder-like collection and a dune buggy. However, there was one place they didn't look.
Wow, freaky.
Yeah, not bad for someone who looks like a flower threw up on them.
Damn, someone have a crush?
No. Nice try. Alright, it's my turn. A girl was an outcast at her high school and was bullied for her attitude and her goth music taste.
Sounds so oddly familiar.
Here we go again.
She was angry at the world. Even her family treated her like an outcast. Well, one day, the bullies took it too far and put her head in a toilet. So close to death, she felt so alive for the first time. She wanted death to surround her. She was beginning to snap. Her alcoholic father didn't make it any better. And coming home, he yelled at her for not doing the dishes. And it turned into him yelling at her for her makeup and her clothes. She couldn't take it anymore. That night, she picked up a butcher knife and slashed the throats of her mom, dad, and sister in their sleep. She would flee the scene and hang herself on the tree in her backyard. And to this day, her unsettled soul still haunts this very home, waiting to kill the lone folks who dare to enter her territory.
Damn, why you always gotta be so dark?
I do what I must for the sweets.
What's your story?
My story. I'm kind of over it.
You literally just made all of us tell one.
Yeah, but I can't top y'all's.
Well, sure you can.